Hello, hello. Good evening, guys. Let me know who's online, and we'll be starting just in a minute, really. Where's this thing? Let me just find. Oh, here it comes. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let me know if you have any specific songs you'd like to hear tonight. I have some ideas. Today actually is, I just realized, it's bang in the middle of August. It's 15th of August, and it's actually a holiday in South Korea. Or I should probably say, probably not just in South Korea, but also in North Korea as well, because it's the day that gets celebrated as an Independence Day. So I might do some Korean songs tonight. And in the meantime, let's see, what do we start with? Actually, let me try. Do I want to try this song? Maybe not just yet. Hold on, where is this? I just found this really old song that I forgot about. We might do it sometime later. And in the meantime, let's do this song. I need to go into a different part. How has your weekend been? Let me know in the comments. It's quite crazy that the weekend is over already, right? Days just fly by. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely nights. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Thank you, Yitka. Happy National Liberation Day. Thank you very much. You must have looked it up quickly because, yeah, I've just mentioned that it's a national holiday in Korea. And I must say, people ask me sometimes whether I consider myself Korean or not. And I would say I probably feel like 20 or 30% Korean culturally, just because I grew up in Russia. I think my cultural DNA is closer to Russia, although, you know, having moved around, it's kind of difficult to put a finger on it, I suppose, these days. But yeah, I think I could live in Korea and I could probably make it work, but it's just such a different culture in terms of, you know, the ways a society operates, and there's so many rules and hierarchies that if you didn't grow up in that environment, it's really difficult to mend and blend into that environment. And I mean, there are really good things, good sides to that. It's very like in many Asian cultures, it's very collective and group conscious and focused. So, you know, they probably would sacrifice individual freedoms for the greater good of the collective. And a good example of that is when, I want to say, there was like a 1998 financial crisis which hit Korea really hard. Then the government actually made a plea to the population, and a lot of the Koreans, they sort of came together as a nation, and a lot of them were going to this, you know, given the whatever, like jewelry and gold, everything that they had, not everything, but, you know, things that they had to, in order for the country to pay off the debt to the International Monetary Fund. And yeah, it was probably one of the sort of like bleak moments in Korean history in terms of the crisis, because it led to high rates of suicide, and a lot of people went bankrupt, etc. But at the same time, it was like one of those moments when the Korean country and nation came together. Yeah, but then I think, to me, you could say, you know, some people always claim Russia is this funny blend of East meets West in a way, but on the balance, I would say Russia as a country, especially maybe post-perestroika, it's a very individualistic country in a way. It's much more individualistic compared to countries like Korea. So anyways, let's see, what do we sing next? Let's do this song. Yeah, I was talking this week and sort of like researching some stuff also about a, you know, Korean family tree, because the government of South Korea has recently passed a legislation whereby my parents, as sort of like second generation of Koreans who were born in Russia, they could qualify for Korean citizenship if they can prove that. And also, the great thing about it, Korea is one of those countries that doesn't allow for dual citizenship, but they would fall under the category which would still allow them to sort of hold both Korean citizenship and Russian citizenship. And like if they could pull it off, that it would be really good, because that means they could travel freely, you know, without visas to other countries. Because Russian passport, unfortunately, is not that great when it comes to traveling to countries like, you know, European Union, Australia, or United States. Whereas Korean passport is, you could say, one of the passports that allows greater degree of flexibility compared to, say, even United States, because, you know, Korea is a smaller country, so they they don't fall out with many other countries, as they don't have that many enemies, so to speak. But yeah, it's researching that and finding that family tree, which is an interesting concept. I personally don't know much about it, but apparently each Korean family has sort of like a family tree book where, you know, you write down all your ancestors and all that stuff. So you write out your genealogy. But somehow my family sort of lost their family book. It apparently either got lost or burned. So which means that it's really difficult for them to prove that they actually, you know, that my grandfather came from Korea, for example. So it's, yeah. I'll tell you a little bit more about this whole research that I've been doing, because I found other interesting facts in the process. Right, where am I? Let's do this song. And now, hold on, no, not this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Виталий, привет. Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, oh how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I took for granted all the times that I saw would last somehow. I hear the laughter, I taste the tears, but I can't get near you now. Oh, can't you see it, baby? You've got me going crazy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, oh how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I wonder how we can survive this romance. But in the end, if I'm with you, I'll take the chance. Oh, can't you see, baby? You've got me going crazy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, oh how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. So let's follow it up with another song that I usually sing from Richard Marx's repertoire. And I actually tried this song recently on a guitar, and I've sort of like put it away into my bookmarks to try out on a guitar, and I just tried it a couple of days ago. And yeah, it's like there are some tricky places in that song to play on the guitar, but I think I'm quite excited that hopefully at some point it'll come together. It's in a way, it's somehow it's on the one hand, I found it surprisingly easier than I thought it would be, but on the other hand, there it's not as easy still to play it. Yeah, sort of to continue my story about the Korean genealogy and family tree. So I was thinking, one thought that sort of occurred to me was to see if I could find out. There must be some sort of a system or a body, I would say, in the government, which is responsible for keeping the archive records for for the birth registers, etc. And I think I may have told you before that one of my friends from Poland, she sent me. In Poland, they have this centralized archive, which I think is government run, where they digitized a lot of the records, and somehow she managed to find a record of birth record for her grandfather, who was born in Poland while it was still under the Russian Empire rule. It was like it had a degree of autonomy, but it was still part of the Russian Empire. And yeah, and the registry was written by hand by some deacon, I want to say, or some guy at a church probably. And it because it was handwritten and it was written in Russian, which she I don't think she reads Cyrillic, especially the written Cyrillic as well, because in Poland they don't even use Cyrillic, right? They use Western Latin alphabet almost. And yeah, she asked me to sort of like decipher what was written there, so I had to spend some time to try to make out what the words were saying, and also it was interesting to see some of the kind of older Russian words that are no longer used, or some not necessarily words. Sometimes they would have been maybe a word that is still used in the current day and time, but then it might have like a part, like a letter inside of the word that is no longer used. I'm not sure how to say it. So, for example, in in old Russian language, there was like this what do you call it? Don't even know what it's called in English. It's like a letter in the Russian alphabet that signifies that it's the sound that precedes this letter, or the letter that precedes this letter is supposed to be like a hard sound. And similarly, there's also another small letter that signifies that the letter that precedes it, this particular letter is a soft one. And you can kind of those used to be in much more used before in sort of like imperial Russia and old Russian language. So it was interesting to see, those letters used in a few words there. So yeah, and basically by the same logic, I thought, oh, there must be a way of probably a way of finding and maybe reinstating the birth records of my grandfather, etc., through a similar body in South Korea. But then, because a lot of this stuff online is in Korean, it's kind of difficult to navigate that system. It's, and even I had a look at one of the sites in English, and it was like, where do you start? So yeah, and then I thought, somehow I came across I looked up DNA testing as well, because I thought, oh, there might be a way of sort of like doing a DNA test and saying, okay, like if you're related or maybe matching with somebody in Korea, there's a small chance, but it's still a tiny chance of somebody, perhaps like one of the distant relatives, having done a DNA test as well. Then if you match in the database, maybe that would be a sufficient proof of your Korean roots, etc. And then I came across a few articles about children who were adopted by mainly U.S. couples in between 1950s and maybe 1980s and until this date, actually. And there's like almost 150,000 plus children who were adopted by overseas couples. And a lot of them started out because after the Korean War, there was a lot of destruction on the peninsula, and a lot of the families were struggling financially, and then there were lots of orphans, etc., because of the war. So yeah, a lot of the babies were sent over to United States, and now a lot of them are grown up, and some of them are trying to sort of like to trace back their roots. And and I thought one way of maybe finding out kind of the how the system of birth registrations, etc., works in Korea would be to maybe get into one of the kind of groups, Facebook groups or whatever, where these children who were adopted are, and maybe asking them, because some of them may have gone through this process. So yeah, and in the process, I found out more about some of the stories of these children, or now adults, and and some of it is actually very sad. Well, a lot of it is very sad, because there was this girl who went back to Korea, and she was actually very very happy with her adoptive family, and somehow also she didn't struggle with identity in a way, because a lot of these kids were struggling with identity because they're like Asian kids. A lot of them were adopted by Caucasian couples, by white parents. So like a lot of them sort of have struggled with identity growing up. You know, why am I Asian and then my parents are white? That sort of thing. And then some of them, you know, faced racism, etc., in the school, etc. And this girl, actually, she was fine because her adoptive family, her adoptive father was actually Malaysian Chinese, and then her mother was white American. So she didn't have issues on that front in a way. But then somehow she, you know, she sort of like wanted to go at like once when she became an adult, she wanted to go back to find out more about her roots. I don't quite know what sort of like spurred her to do that. Anyway, so she managed to trace back her her records to this you know house association that was responsible for adoption for a lot of the kids. And then she went, she got in touch with them, and then she went all the way to Korea to talk to them. And then on the spot, she found out from this woman who works in this organization that she was one of 3 daughters, and she was the youngest one. And her parents decided to you know, give her up for adoption because they couldn't afford to raise her financially. And yeah, she was like very angry about the fact that, you know, for some reason this woman and this organization, they didn't even sort of like bother to send her this information in advance. So she was like very what's the word, overwhelmed, I would say, and shocked to find out this on the spot. And you know, this information, she had to process a lot of information just like, you know, on the spot there. So yeah, and I think she's the law in Korea is such that it's they don't want to they protect sort of the parents who gave up the identity of the biological parents. So although they gave her the details like the name and the year of birth of her father and mother, she couldn't find out, she couldn't get any other information like, you know, the exact date of birth, etc. You know, not even talking about the address, etc. About her parents, because the law is such that it protects the biological parents from children tracing them back. So that's kind of, you know, what I found out, like an interesting fact and like something that I didn't even know about until last week. Battles that rage in my head, you make sense of madness when my sanity hangs by a thread. I lose my way, but still you seem to understand. Now and forever, I will be your man. Sometimes I just hold you, too caught up in me to see. I'm holding a fortune that heaven has given to me. I'll try to show you each and every way I can, now and forever. I will be your man. Now I can rest my worries and always be sure that I won't be alone anymore. If I'd only known you were there all this time. Until the day the ocean doesn't touch the sand, now and forever, I will be your man. Now and forever, I will be Это правда, что Австралия запретила гражданам выезжать за границу. So Vitaly is asking if it's true that Australia has prohibited its citizens from going abroad. Да, правда. Но это буквально недавно. В смысле, подожди, как тебе сказать? В общем, с начала пандемии был не то, что прям запрет, но ограничения на выезд. То есть можно выехать за границу, если есть какие-то смягчающие обстоятельства. Допустим, кто-то заболел там, или, ну и так далее. Я не вдавался в подробности. Либо есть люди, которые, допустим, которым нужно выехать там по делам, по бизнесу и так далее. То есть был процесс, по которому можно обратиться за разрешением, и ты, в принципе, можешь выехать, но потом при въезде назад тебе, соответственно, необходимо пройти 2-недельный карантин за свой счет в гостинице. Причем, по-моему, в начале карантин покрывался государством 2-недельный, а потом все это дело сделали платным, и сейчас, по-моему, там что-то в районе $3000 австралийских долларов стоит 2-недельный карантин. Вот. Ну вот буквально недавно, во-первых, ограничили количество австралийцев, которые могут вернуться назад, ну потому что там есть определенная квота, которая с течением времени уменьшилась. В общем, на данный момент там на границе, по-моему, что-то порядка около 30 или 40 тысяч австралийцев, которые хотят вернуться в Австралию, но не могут пока, потому что существует вот эта вот квота, по которой там, ну, что-то порядка, допустим, 500 австралийцев может в неделю возвращаться, потому что это дело оправдывает тем, что так, ну, чтобы все эти люди прошли карантин и так далее. В общем, в гостиницах якобы не хватает ресурсов. Не только в гостиницах, но потому что там еще дополнительные всякие прочие моменты надо соблюсти, чтобы люди, которые прилетают назад, прошли этот карантин. Там карантин, как правило, проводится с помощью полицейских еще там, которые охраняют охранников, которые удостоверяются, что люди не покидают пределы гостиницы. Хотя есть казусные случаи. Кто-то там, по-моему, в Аделаиде, я видел, один парень смастерил веревку из простыней и выбрался с гостиницы, там что-то с 5-го этажа. Но его в итоге все равно нашли и оштрафовали, конечно. Ну вот. Ну и сейчас из-за того, что у нас дельта-вариант, и в Сиднее такая не очень хорошая обстановка, мне кажется, это дело еще больше ужесточили. И, по-моему, последний момент недавний — это то, что если те австралийцы, которые живут или там проживали за рубежом, хотят вернуться в Австралию, то они это могут сделать, но они не могут выехать за границу. Ну, что-то в этом духе. Как австралийцы к этому относятся? Хороший вопрос. Я думаю, что, наверное, в целом австралийцы, как тебе сказать, наверное, большая часть австралийцев, она поддерживает эти меры, потому что, так, наверное, как в любой стране, большая часть австралийцев, они, так, допустим, так скажем, не путешествуют, да, то есть у них такой прям острой нужды путешествовать, ездить за границу нет, хотя страна иммигрантов, конечно же, многие хотят, у многих семья там и так далее, родственники, которые живут за границей. Вот, но, допустим, где-то вчера или на днях в новостях услышал, что в Китае, допустим, на 1 миллиард населения Китая, у них всего 10% населения, у которых есть паспорт заграничный, или паспорт, который позволяет им выехать за пределы страны. И я думаю, что, в Австралии, может быть, конечно, обстановка не такая, не 10%, но все равно, наверное, какой-то большой процент населения, так же, как и в Америке и в России, это люди, которые, допустим, не выезжали за пределы страны. Вот. Ну и в плане безопасности какой-то определенной, из-за пандемии, больше есть, вернее, есть, не буду говорить больше или меньше, но есть часть австралийцев, которая поддерживает как бы закрытые границы и которая против, допустим, того, чтобы австралийцы некоторые, которые за границей, возвращались, потому что, как правило, все случаи с распространением вируса в последнее время, они, как правило, завозные, потому что в стране, если нет вируса, то все эти кризисы с вирусом начинаются после того, как кто-то приехал и завез с собой вирус. В общем, такая история. Поэтому, если там почитать какие-нибудь, не знаю, комментарии к новостным статьям и так далее, то часть австралийцев против того, чтобы люди возвращались, потому что повышается риск того, что кто-то, если вернется, то, соответственно, если зараза разнесется по городу там, и так далее, то вследствие этого приходится закрывать там весь город, весь штат. И, соответственно, как сказать, большое количество людей страдает от того, что там какие-то, от единичного случая завоза вируса. И поэтому их тоже можно понять с какой-то точки зрения. Но, с другой стороны, часть австралийцев, допустим, особенно те, которые застряли за рубежом, или те, которые пытаются вернуться в страну, но не могут из-за того, что сейчас существуют ограничения, они раздражены тем, что получается, что государство их бросило на произвол судьбы, и вернуться сейчас в страну очень трудно, потому что из-за того, что билеты на самолеты очень дорогие, потому что самолет может там прилететь буквально, не знаю, там какой-нибудь Boeing 747, допустим, или там Airbus, большие самолеты, да, А380, они могут прилететь пустыми там на 80%, то есть там может быть 30 пассажирских мест, и, соответственно, авиакомпании, они, чтобы хоть как-то отбить стоимость, они повышают стоимость билетов, и, соответственно, не все могут финансово себе позволить оплатить полет, даже если у них есть возможность купить билет, потому что, есть проблемы с тем, чтобы купить билет. Или если там, допустим, некоторые люди могут купить билет, но их потом с этого полета снимают, потому что, кто-то, допустим, купил билет в бизнес-классе, а если там купил билет в эконом-классе, тебя, соответственно, могут снять в последний момент с этого полета. демонстрации у вас проходят? Демонстрации у нас, как тебе сказать, это такие единичные случаи, я бы сказал. Это была демонстрация недавно, вот, ну, во время уже нынешнего локдауна была демонстрация против локдауна. И, ну и до этого там какие-то были демонстрации. Ну, демонстрации периодически проходят, потому что, в принципе, никто их не запрещает. В том плане, что, допустим, до вот нынешнего локдауна в центре города было, в принципе, каждый выходной. Иногда в течение выходных было сразу несколько демонстраций, потому что там были, вот по памяти, была демонстрация, допустим, против Израиля, палестинской и арабской общины. Несколько раз я видел. Потом была демонстрация, по-моему, в то же примерно время против людей, которые против вакцинации. Потом была демонстрация, ну или акция в поддержку Армении, ну, то есть против того, что турецкие власти, по-моему, или Азербайджан, по-моему, задержал большое количество, не выдал назад каких-то армянских военнопленных. Ну, в общем, в принципе, каждый день какие-то... еще была демонстрация против изменения климата, ну, climate change. В общем, демонстрации хватает достаточно в городе. Right, let's do a song. Let's do this one. Ooh, is this the one? Yeah. Так, что-то у меня выдает какую-то ошибку, я не знаю, с трансляцией. Может быть, это просто здесь ошибка. I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I've been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, it's running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, you put this flash into my bones. When the love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. По поводу международных поездок, на самом деле будет интересно посмотреть, как ситуация будет развиваться, потому что, я надеюсь, что когда мы достигнем определенного уровня вакцинации, там, не знаю, 70-80%, что границы откроют. Не знаю, кто знает сейчас. Не совсем понятно, что будет. Сейчас вроде бы, не то, что каждый день, но там с периодичностью в неделю как настрой коммуникация немного меняется, и такое ощущение, что раньше говорили, что если мы достигнем там 80-70% вакцинации, то вообще никаких ограничений будут сняты. И сейчас вроде уже начинают говорить, что якобы даже если мы достигнем 80%, то какие-то ограничения все равно останутся. Right, let's do this song. Австралия заложница своего успеха немного в каком-то плане, потому что у нас дела достаточно хорошо шли на протяжении долгого времени, но, соответственно, необходимости вакцинироваться не было. И сейчас, так как начал все это дельта-вариант до нас дошел, в общем, Сидней сейчас у нас находится на локдауне. Не только Сидней, но и большинство практически, по-моему, все штаты, за исключением, все большие города, за исключением Перта в Западной Австралии и Тасмания, по-моему, сейчас у нас не в локдауне, а так... и Брисбен еще. Так получается. Сидней, Мельбурн и... Что еще у нас? И Канберра, буквально недавно тоже. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list, but no other girl's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try and tell me to find a girl of my own, but each time I try, I just break down and cry, 'cause I'd rather be home feeling blue. Some saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together. Love gives us the right to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer, but that's just an old fantasy. I've got to get ready, just a few minutes more. Gonna get that old feeling when you walk through that door. 'Cause tonight is a night that I'm feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. No other man is gonna love you more. 'Cause tonight is a night that I'm feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. For you. For you. Будут говорить потом про ревакцинацию, но вы же сам это что будет. Слова про 70-80% вакцинированных. Ну, посмотрим, да. Я надеюсь, что когда-то конец этому всему наступит, но как некоторые мне друзья говорят, что этот кризис, он, к сожалению, не то что кризис, но, в общем, на круги своя все вернется не так скоро. Ну, скорее всего, может быть, 2000... Ну, в общем, мир еще не скоро оправится до состояния, которое было до пандемии, так скажем. Может быть, все придет в норму через года два, наверное. We had an advantage to see what is coming, and we lost it. Yeah, in a way. I was thinking, you know, I was reflecting about it, and you know how it's difficult to get the vaccination date and earlier, and I thought, oh, I was stupid. You know, they say always, not always, but options are valuable, right? So if you have an option, it's better to have the options rather than not to have it. And although, you know, some could say like having too many options can be detrimental as well, because then you're like you may be struggling to choose between them. But it, like, the general theory goes that if you having options is valuable, and I was thinking, oh, when there was time when nobody wanted to take the vaccines and nobody wanted to subscribe, sign up for the vaccines, I should have just signed up for it, even because there was no harm in signing up for it, and I could have just cancelled it in the end if I didn't want to go through with it. So, but then they always also say hindsight is a great thing. But then the other thing I was kind of thinking about was that in a way, what was it? How the prime is it prime minister premier? I get confused which one is which. But anyway, Scott Morrison, he kind of bet on AstraZeneca, and he should have maybe. By the similar logic, it may have been better to sort of procure maybe more vaccines and different vaccines to start with, and maybe pay a little bit more, because I think they like, what is it, like even $70 or $80 per vaccine is not that much money if you think about the fact that now all of us are sort of like stuck in lockdown. So the cost of the lockdowns is probably far greater outweighs the any expense that could have gone towards getting like different types of vaccines. So yeah, but yeah, that's another kind of that's another hindsight, I guess. Like, we're all smart in hindsight. Вечный локдаун. Я надеюсь, что нет. Ну, скорее всего, наш здешний локдаун продлят. Он, по идее, должен закончиться когда он? В конце августа, то есть через вот буквально пару недель. Но, наверное, можно сделать ставки, что в конце августа он, к сожалению, не закончится на данный момент. По крайней мере, на месяц еще дополнительно протянут его. You second Vitaly. Oh, in what way, Yutka? Which part are you seconding? Yeah, so Vitaly is saying that there's some lag in the stream as well, so you might experience some delays. I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much. Just know that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I would hold it back again, this passion inside, and run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. You see through right to the heart of me. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. I never knew love like I've known it with you. Will the memories survive what I can hold on to? I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I'll remember forever. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you. Lockdown forever. Let's hope not. Yitka, don't jinx it. Well, I mean, I've kind of managed to deal with the lockdown in a way. I think they say that I read somewhere that a lot of people who had to start working from home, among those introverts, actually managed better than the extroverts because they don't need that much socialization. And I kind of count myself among the introverts in a way. So that which meant that I've been able to deal with the lockdown better than probably an average person. Татьяна, здравствуйте, добрый вечер. Только у меня сбой. Вы знаете, по-моему, сбой сегодня что-то, видимо, вот во второй половине проблемы с интернетом. И да, вот сейчас смотрю, у меня показывает иконка, по которой можно судить о качестве связи. Она красная. Не знаю, будем надеяться, что качество чуть-чуть восстановится. Хотя, может быть, сегодня один из тех вечеров, когда качество интернета будет оставлять желать лучшего. Может быть, очень большое количество сейчас на локдауне сидят в интернете из-за этого. Большое вам спасибо за поддержку, кстати. Спасибо большое, я получил от вас перевод. Думал, лучше написать или надеялся, что вы зайдете на трансляцию и хотел вас лично поблагодарить. Right, let's see. I hope that the internet connection, it's kind of back to normal now. So let's hope it stays that way. Let me guys know in the comments if you'd like to hear any specific song. Напишите в комментариях мне, если хотели бы услышать какую-нибудь конкретную песню. Let's see. Oops, no, this is not the one. I'm looking for... Let me just find this song if I can find it. It's a really cool old song that I remember listening from a record that was given by one of the Korean teachers in Sakhalin to my brother. I'll see if I can find it. Maybe not. How do I do this? No. No, this is not it. Discover. Oh, here it comes. Oh wow, I think it looks like this song has also been translated into French by the looks of it. Это песня, которая была на записи, которую подарила моему брату одна преподавательница корейского на Сахалине. У нас в какой-то момент было очень много приезжих южнокорейцев, которые приехали на остров как миссионеры в качестве миссии церковной, для того, чтобы конвертировать как можно большее количество, как правило, там в католицизм, протестантство и так далее. Ну и они параллельно еще ко всему прочему преподавали корейский язык. И одна из них подарила моему двоюродному брату старшему вот эту запись с этой песней. Let's see if I can try it out. When I was young, I would... Hold on. That's it. And as you find the key. Okay, that's right. When I was young, I would listen to the radio, waiting for my favorite songs. When they played, I'd sing along. It made me smile. Those were such happy times, and not so long ago. How I wondered where they'd gone. But they're back again, just like a long lost friend. All the songs I loved so well, every sha-la-la-la, every woe still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. When they get to the part where he's breaking her heart, it can really make me cry just like before. It's yesterday once more. Looking back on how it was in years gone by, on the good times that I had, makes today seem rather sad. So much has changed. It was songs of love that I would sing to them, and I'd memorize each word. Those old melodies still sound so good to me as they melt the years away. Every sha-la-la-la, every woe still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. All my best memories come back clearly to me. Some can even make me cry just like before. It's yesterday once more. Every sha-la-la-la, every woe still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. Every sha-la-la-la, every woe still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. It's to the point where I love and I hate you. Cannot change you, so I must replace you. That's funny. Hey Roger, how are you? Hey Miyuki, good to see you. Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, I need to probably include it into my regular repertoire. It's one of the first songs that I remember I was kind of singing along to, and it's relatively, in some ways, it doesn't have like very complicated lyrics. So one of the first English songs that I remember sort of learning and singing along to. I probably didn't know all the lyrics, and I probably didn't know them, didn't get all of them correctly, but most of them are quite easy words, so it's easy to remember. It was easy to remember from what I recall now. And it's a beautiful song indeed. Right, let's see what else is here. Let me try this song. It's it's a rather old Russian song which I just came across recently, and I was like, oh, let me try it out. Where is it? Right. This one is called Forgive Me and Believe Me, something like that. Translation. Hope that the stream doesn't lag anymore. случилось, видно, это судьба. Невозможно стало жить без тебя. Видно, счастье к нам приходит лишь раз. Понял это лишь я только сейчас. Мне не нужно ни афиш, ни цветов. Мне не нужно ни друзей, ни врагов. Мне нужна моя родная семья. Дочка, мама, ты и я. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. Люди всякое про нас говорят, все решают, кто из нас виноват. Но с тобой мы знаем точный ответ. Виноваты в том, что прожито нет. Если спросит меня голос с небес, кто на свете всех дороже тебе, я отвечу, ничего не тая. Дочка, мама, ты и я. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. Улетят мои веселые дни, и рекламные погаснут огни, но останется со мною семья. Дочка, мама, ты и я. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. Прости, поверь, и я тебе открою дверь. И я прощу, и никуда не отпущу. So this is an old song by Alla Pugacheva, who is still very active and popular, I guess, in ex-Soviet realm. Lucid dreams, yeah, lucid dreams. I remember I was quite interested in the topic of lucid dreams, and I read a few books about it, but unfortunately, it's not something that I managed to achieve, but it sounded interesting as a concept to try. Like, I think if you can do that, it's a really cool thing to be able to do. Those of you who are who don't know what lucid dreams are, it's a concept where you should be able to sort of like reach a state when you're dreaming, but then you know that you're dreaming, and I think you also almost have a way of directing your dreams and also remembering your dreams in a way, sort of, because a lot of us wake up and then, at least in my case, like if I have a really cool vivid dream, I wake up and then like the next moment it's gone out of my memory. Like I don't even remember what it was all about. Like I vaguely remember some things, but if I'm lucky, if I'm not lucky, I don't remember it all. But yeah, they're like, I think lucid dreams is also this sort of like state when you're sleeping, but you're still semi-conscious in a way. So you tend to memorize and remember more from the dreams. And if I'm not mistaken, the other thing is like you can, if there's some particular topic that interests you, then you can sort of think about it before you go to sleep and then dream about it and sort of like explore your subconscious in that way, which sounded really cool, but unfortunately, I think I read a book about it, but never really managed to do it. But maybe I didn't spend enough time trying to do it. Anyways, Titanium song for all, please. Okay, Yitka, some Korean songs. Let's do this song. It's a song that you guys like, and I haven't sung it for a while. It's one of those songs by Alla Pugacheva, which also has a bit of a Korean and Japanese connection. So you know the one I'm talking about. Kind of kills more than one bird with one stone.
Жил-был художник один, домик имел и холсты, но он актрису любил, ту, что любила цветы. Он тогда продал свой дом, продал картины и кровь, и на все деньги купил целое море цветов. Миллионы, миллионы, миллион алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы. Миллионы, миллионы, миллион алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы. Утром ты встанешь у окна, может, сошла ты с ума, как продолжение сна. Площадь цветами полна, похолодеет душа. Что за богач здесь чудит, а под окном чуть дыша бедный художник стоит. Миллионы, миллионы, миллион алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы. Миллионы, миллионы, миллион алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы. Встреча была коротка, в ночь ее поезд увез, но в ее жизни была песня безумная роз. Прожил художник один, много он бед перенес, но в его жизни была целая площадь из роз. Миллионы, миллионы, миллионы алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы. Миллионы, миллионы, миллионы алых роз. Из окна, из окна, из окна видишь ты. Кто влюблен, кто влюблен, кто влюблен и всерьез свою жизнь для тебя превратит в цветы.
Yeah, I know you guys like this song. I think it's such a world classic. It's quite amazing, right? That this song, like, well, some songs like this one can traverse the cultures and years, decades at this rate, right? And still remain loved and relevant by so many people. Who knows what the magical recipe is behind this one? But I mean, it's not a surprise because it was composed by a really talented Latvian composer, Raymond Pauls, who composed a lot of great melodies. Let me find this song. Hold on. What is it called? Oh God, hold on. Let me try to find. Maybe I Google it. Google the lyric. I remember the lyrics, but I don't remember the name. I remembered it now. Okay.
Теперь я знаю, ты на свете есть, и каждую минуту я тобой дышу, тобой живу, и во сне, и наяву. Нет, мне ничего не надо место от тебя. Нет, все, чего хочу я, тенью на твоем мелькну в пути, несколько шагов пройти, не поднимая глаз, пройти, оставив легкие следы, пройти хотя бы раз по краешку твоей судьбы. Пусть любовь совсем короткой будет, пусть и горькою разлука, близко от тебя пройти позволь и запомнить голос твой. Теперь я знаю, ты на свете есть, и все, о чем прошу я, солнечным лучом мелькни в окне. Вот и все, что нужно мне. Пройти, не поднимая глаз, пройти, оставив легкие следы, пройти хотя бы раз по краешку твоей судьбы. Теперь я знаю, ты на свете есть, и каждую минуту я тобой дышу, тобой живу, и во сне, и наяву.
Рок-н-ролл, привет, как дела? Добрый день, наверное, да? Подожди, кажется, ты говорил, Нижний Новгород. Нет, не Нижний Новгород. Нет, не Екатеринбург, но что-то в той области, по-моему, если мне не изменяет память. Right, let's do, okay, this Korean song. Let me find it. This one is one of the favorites of Miyuki as well. No. Okay, let's see. Did I get it right? Somehow. No. Okay. What's wrong here? Let's see. Sometimes I struggle with my Korean spelling. Oh, maybe. Okay, I think I know what it is. Maybe my spelling is all right. It's something else. Yeah. Okay. So the spelling was on on point.
비는 동백섬에 봄이 왔건만 현재 떠난 부산 하네 갈매기만 슬피우네 어륙도 돌아가는 연락선마다 먹매여 불러봐도 대답 없는 내 현재여 돌아와요 부산 하네 그리운 내 현재여 가고파 먹이네요 부리던 이 거리는 그리웠어 헤매이던 긴 날의 꿈이었지 언제나 말이 없는 저물결들도 부딪혀 슬퍼하며 가는 길을 막았었지 돌아왔다 부산 하네 그리운 내 현재여
Okay, let's see. Actually, let's just continue with some more Korean songs while we're at it. Let's do this one. Your father's favorite. Yeah, I thought it was the song that your father sent to you when you were a kid, right? When you were a child. Thank you, Yitka. Let's do this song. It's a song called Esoni Saran. Or Saran means love in Korean. Fade, yeah, we'll do fade afterwards.
잠 못 들은 새벽 난 꿈을 꾸고 있어 흐느끼만큼 지친 눈으로 바라본 우리의 사랑은 너의 미소처럼 수줍길 바래 조금만 더 가까이 내 곁에 있어줘 널 사랑하는 만큼 길에 쉴 수 있도록 지친 어둠이 다시 불에 눈 뜰 때 지금 모습 그대로 Oh baby 제발 내 곁에 있어줘 잃어버린 만큼 자유롭다는 걸 세상은 쉽게 잊으려 해 소중한 우리의 바람이 다시 피어날 그날을 꿈꾸며 조금만 더 가까이 내 곁에 있어줘 We can reach the other side if we hold on to the passion 지친 얼음이 다시 푸른 눈 뜰 때 Getting closer day by day Oh baby 제발 내 곁에 있어줘 만들고 싶진 않아 세상이 바라는 걸 우리만의 미래를 만들 거야 작지만 소중한 꿈을 위해 조금만 더 가까이 내 곁에 있어줘 널 사랑하는 만큼 길에 쉴 수 있도록 지친 얼음이 다시 푸른 눈 뜰 때 지금 모습 그대로 Oh baby 제발 내 곁에 있어줘 내 곁에 있어줘 내 곁에 있어줘 지친 얼음이 다시 푸른 눈 뜰 때 지금 모습 그대로 Oh baby 제발 내 곁에 있어줘 Baby 내 곁에 있어줘
Right, let's do Fate next. Or Inyeon. I haven't watched any Korean movies recently. Maybe I should. I'll probably need to ask my parents if they have any recommendations. But it's it's a very dangerous thing to do because usually this series are very quite lengthy. Right, let's see where this song is. It's I was thinking in the era of Netflix, we spend a lot of time binge watching things. I mean, in one thing, it's good because I'm sharing my Netflix account with my father, my family, and I think I know he ends up watching a lot of Korean series there. Maybe not so good because he doesn't spend much time then doing other things. Like he could be walking.
약속해요 이 순간이 다 지나고 다시 보게 되는 그날 모든 걸 버리고 그대 곁에 서서 남은 길을 가리란 걸 인연이라고 하죠 거부할 수가 없죠 내 사나이처럼 아름다운 날 또다시 올 수 있을까요 고달픈 삶의 길에 당신은 선물인 걸 이 사랑이 녹슬지 않도록 늘 닦아 비출게요 인연이라고 하죠. 거부할 수가 없죠. 내 사나이처럼 아름다운 날 또다시 올 수 있을까요? 하고픈 말 많지만 당신은 아실 테죠. 먼 길 떠나 만나게 되는 날 다시 놓지 말아요. 고달픈 삶의 길에 당신은 선물인걸. 이 사랑이 녹슬지 않도록 늘 다가 비출게요. 먼 길 떠나 다시 만나는 날 나를 놓지
Right, since we are on the Korean songs, let's do this next song. And I'll see. You guys still remember about Titanium, so maybe we'll finish with Titanium after this song. Although, I don't know, this song is a bit tough. Next one. But let's give it a try.
살아도 사는 게 아니래. 너 없는 하늘에 잠 없는 감옥 같았어. 웃어도 우는 게 아니래. 초라해 보이고 우는 것 같아 보인대. 사랑해도 말 못했던 나, 내 색조차 알 수 없던 나 잠이 드는 순간조차 그리웠었지. 살다가 너 힘들 때 나로 인한 슬픔으로 후련할 때까지 울다가 너 지칠 때 정 힘들면 단 한 번만 기억하겠니. 살다가 있어도 우는 게 아니래. 초라해 보이고 우는 것 같아 보인대. 사랑해도 말 못했던 나, 내색조차 할 수 없던 나 잠이 드는 순간조차 그리웠었지. 살다가 너 힘들 때 나로 인한 슬픔으로 후련할 때까지 울다가 너 지칠 때 좀 힘들면 단 한 번만 기억하겠니. 우린 마지못해 우는 거겠지. 우린 마지못해 살아가겠지. 내 곁에 있어도 나의 곁에 있어도 눈물 나니까. 살다가 너 힘들 때 나로 인한 슬픔으로 후련할 때까지 태워도 남았다며. 남 태워도 후련할 때까지 나 살다가. 나 살다가.
どういたしまして、みゆき。My pleasure. Thank you, Itka. Thank you. Korean evening. Yeah, somewhat Korean. Titanium. Let's finish on this song. It's a good song to finish, I suppose. Where is it song? This song. Hold on. No. Should have it somewhere handy. I think I sent it in the last stream. Oh no, last stream I was doing the guitar, right? So, although no, I did sing it with the guitar as well. Oh, by the way, Mika, thank you very much for the comment. It really means a lot on that stream with the guitar. Right, where is it? Here it comes. I'm glad you thought that I've come a long way on the guitar, because sometimes I feel like, I'm not moving anywhere. It's like, it's like running on a treadmill. Sometimes it feels like you're running on the same spot in a way.
Shout it out, but I can hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. take your aim far away, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Goes down, haunted love. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. I am titanium, stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. I am titanium.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you and stay strong as a titanium. Don't give in to any illnesses or sicknesses. I went for a really nice walk today and actually also sunbathed a little bit because we had pretty warm. It was like 20, I want to say 21 or 23 degrees or something like that. And the past few days, the good thing about the weather here in Sydney is that it was sunny and also not super windy, because sometimes it can be sunny and windy. But the past, I want to say 3 or 4 days, or actually the whole of last week, it was really nice weather. On one day, we actually had like 23 or even 24 degrees, which felt like summer. And sun, I was just thinking, sun can be such a blessing, but you know, some parts of the world are really struggling with the weather being too hot. And yeah, we're just having really nice weather right now. I hope the summer is not going to be super scorching hot here in Australia. But even if it is, I think the great thing here is that we're next to the sea. So yeah, blessed in a way to have this luxury. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And great to see all of you. And have a wonderful week ahead of you. Всем хорошей недели. Оставайтесь, пребывайте в хорошем здравии. Сильные, как титаниум. И до встречи в среду или воскресенье. Пока.